Every day, everywhere in the world, people wake up, get dressed, and head off to make a living, following the path they've chosen. But deep down inside, there's always a desire for a better way, a simpler way, a legitimate way to make more money, have more free time, and enjoy life rather than just work until we die. We have found a 100% legitimate, inexpensive, logical system with a valuable product and real-time commissions. Generate income with just a cell phone and an internet connection from anywhere at any time. Get started now, get paid now. Do you look for ways to make more money? Ask for info and we will send you more information. Let's talk.
Let's talk. All right. Let's talk. Welcome, everybody. Hello. And welcome to Daniel's Den. And welcome. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook along with Twitter. So thank you, everybody, for coming out today, tonight, this afternoon, just as we get everything rocking and rolling. All right. So I got a little bit of a drag delay going on. So let me kind of get everything connected. All right. So thank you for joining. I see Miss Veronica's hanging out with us today, tonight, this afternoon. So sliding back to more of my normal time slot, we have some great things going on with Wealth Builders Worldwide. So of course I'm flexible to those things, but we aim to be live here right around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every night except Sunday night and Wednesday. All right. And if you're plugged into Wealth Builders Worldwide, you know exactly why those 2 days were selected, right? Now, really good information. I'm excited about what's going on within our Wealth Builders Worldwide community, and I want to make sure that we're all on track. And you know what? A wealthy mindset is something that you need to acquire to really evaluate and really just take action in what we're doing right now with Wealth Builders Worldwide, along with GSP, right? So this amazing book, you've seen me read it, you've seen me talk about it. How Rich People Think. The author is Mr. Steve Siebold. He dropped some dimes in here, and I'm going to share them with you today, tonight, this afternoon, because it's so important to help you adapt this wealth mindset, this wealthy mindset. It may not have been given to you, right? A wealthy mindset may not have been given to you. And it's important for us to understand that there is a different way of thinking. The successful entrepreneurs, the successful individuals, financially free individuals, people in millionaire status, also in billionaire status, they think differently than most people. And if you can start moving your mindset towards a wealth mindset, then you'll understand more and more about why and how they are building and acquiring assets, how and why they're moving in a certain way. What are they doing to create wealth? What are they thinking about, right? I remember Mr. John C. Maxwell said he wished he could just pour his mindset into people sometimes to help them think successfully, right? To help them get towards their financial goals and also their leadership and their development goals, right? So this is a huge opportunity, right? So this is so important. Let me go ahead and start chatting about this amazing book, and I'm going to tie it in to Mr. Robert Kiyosaki's amazing cash flow quadrant because it fits right in there. And yes, I know I talked about wealth systems. I talked about tapping into that. I've been chatting about that. And yes, we have that here for you too. But you want to bring that mindset with you, right? So right in the book, Mr. Steven Siebold says middle class thinks about money in linear terms, right? World class thinks about money in non-linear terms. That's huge. I love this book because it gives you a contrasting thoughts, right? It gives you what the world class are thinking, financially free, millionaire status, and what the average person is thinking. And you have that exact contrast of thought, and you kick and evaluate, am I going to keep a certain mindset or am I going to adapt my mindset to a different wealth building mindset? It's up to you, right? So one thing that we have going for us, that one of the most powerful things, is that we have the ability to think. We have the ability to make those adjustments in our thoughts to help us be successful, right? So once again, middle class thinks about money in linear terms, while world class thinks about money in non-linear terms. So let me drive this home for you with some of the things that he said. And it will tie this right into the cash flow quadrant because it's so important, right? So Stephen Siebold said in the book right after that, he said the masses are trading time for money. That's what most people are doing, right? So nothing wrong with that, but that's what we were given. That was the mindset, right? That we've been given from people that we are surrounded by, right? The people we know and love probably shared this mindset with us, right? But we weren't aware that we can shift and make a change in that mindset, right? So here we are now. We're having contrasting thoughts here. So now you get to evaluate, wait a minute, is trading time for money building wealth? Why are people working until they die, right? Because they're working till they die because they haven't figured out how to move away from that linear income, right? So once again, to drive it home, he says the average person believes the only way to earn more money is to work more hours, right? And he said, with the exception of getting a raise. Now, if you are stuck in that mindset, when someone comes to you and shares the wealth mindset, you have an opportunity. Am I going to hold on to my old way of thinking, or am I going to adapt to a new way of thinking? Very, very important, right? And there's going to be a slight internal struggle. And we have positioned Wealth Builders Worldwide to help you make that shift in your mindset. Very, very important. This is important. So let me drive this home a little bit differently with a visual aid, right? With a visual aid to drive it in a little bit differently. Most of America, most of the United States, most of the world creates income as an employee, linear income as an employee, or even as a self-employed individual. Unfortunately, both of these sides of the cash flow quadrant, made popular by Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, you are exchanging your time to create income, right? It's exactly what he just said. The masses are doing that. The masses are saying, I need to have an hourly wage, right? To create income for myself. That's all I can do, right? That's why when someone comes to them and they say, hey, listen, we have a business where you can slide over on the right side of the cash flow quadrant and start making non-linear income, which is called passive residual income, right? That doesn't require your most precious thing, which is time. You're going to have a mindset that's going to come against that, right? Let's just be honest. You're going to be like, wait a minute. And your immediate knee jerk reaction might be, this is not factual. This is not accurate, right? But we just heard in a very short introduction video from a millionaire that said, hey, let's talk. We know that people are looking for a better way, right? Want a way to create income in a better, more efficient way. We know people are wondering, why is it that their cash flow isn't helping them get them to their dreams and goals, right? Because of the limitation on their time. There's only so much time in the day. And even if you remain in perfect health as an employee or self-employed individual, right? There might be someone in your family, there might be someone in your friendships and things of that nature where you might want to or slow down or do different things. And when you leave that income, when you are not able to clock in, what? The money stops, right? So here it is, an opportunity to shift your mindset to a wealthy mindset. So let's give you a little bit of the contrasting. He says in the book, the great ones are masters at generating money through ideas that solve problems. Masters at generating money through ideas that solve problems. Now, guess what? I'm going to give you a hint and a clue. If you don't have the idea, right, to solve, you're around the billionaire that has the idea that's already moving towards solving that global problem. What's going on, Miss Janice? It would be a very good idea to connect with that billionaire while he's solving that problem. Because, according to Mr. Steven Siebold, the great ones are masters at generating money through ideas that solve problems. And I would say global ideas. Because in this situation, we're connected to a billionaire that is solving global ideas, global problems, right? One problem is, like we just said, most people are connected to linear income. He said the first thing in this book is the middle class thinks about money in linear terms. That means you got to exchange time to create income. World class thinks about money in non-linear terms. So that's how the wealthy are thinking. What's going on, Tim? Good to see you on the live stream, man. Hey, you got to jump in on our website so you can see everything that we're doing, man, to help create more income, right? So right here, the great ones are masters at generating money through ideas that solve problems. We have the privilege and the honor to be connected to a billionaire that is solving global problems, right? And we get to partner with him. And guess what? Because we've partnered with him, he's brought in a bunch of other billionaires and successful entrepreneurs and millionaires and financially free leaders in different sectors. He is amassing wealth in terms of relationships also. That's another huge thing. We won't get into relationships today, but they know how to tap into those amazing relationships that are going to empower our financial future and our financial now, right? So because of that, they know, listen to this, since there's no limit to ideas, there's no limit to how much money they can earn. I'm telling you, the ideas that we are connected to, the ideas that we are connected to are unique and haven't been put together like this ever before. I don't have to hype it to you. You need to connect with the person sharing this information with you and actually take a seat and listen to a short 15 20-minute presentation that will open up your eyes to what we're doing. And once again, you'll have an opportunity to stay with your linear mindset or to expand your mindset to a wealth building mindset, right? So, right here, once again, on the right side of the cash flow quadrant made popular by Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, you can tap into global ideas within a business system, right? That creates passive income. Then also too, as an investor, or also Mr. Robert Kiyosaki says I stands for insider. This is very important because as an insider, you know information before it is on the global scale or super popular, right? Now, if you're an insider, you have that information, which is what we're sharing with you today, tonight, this afternoon, and you take action on that information. Mr. Robert Kiyosaki says, hey, you're ahead of the curve, right? So you have an advantage. So you want to use every single advantage. If you know that there's a global solution coming out and it can position you to create more passive residual income, yes, tap into it. I hear you, Miss Janice. Thank you for that. I always like hanging out with you, Janice. You and your husband are so cool. You guys are like two movie stars. I love hanging out with you guys. You guys are too cool. All right, so Janice and I were hanging out in our Lydian World event in Atlanta. Oh my gosh, that event was supercharged. And you know what? Six people earned, or excuse me, six people won a all expense paid trip to Dubai. Do you know who they earned it from? The actual chairman of the board went into his pocket and gave it to these individuals, right? So once again, no limit on the ideas, so there's no limit on the money you can earn, right? Right back at you, Miss Janice. So I'm telling you right now, you want to get back with the person sharing this content with you. An all-inclusive overview, right? This is me expanding and also challenging your mindset a bit because once again, you want to tap into a wealth mindset. The best way to do that is to surround yourself by financially free individuals, surround yourself by millionaires, get connected to a billionaire and hear from their mindset. And if you can grab books and read that millionaire or successful mindset, those are some of the ways that you can fast track your wealth building mindset. Okay. So it just so happens with what we're doing, We have several financially free individuals. Mr. Gregory McKay just did a presentation for us. You guys don't know how empowered we are within Wealth Builders Worldwide. Mr. Gregory McKay was a millionaire in real estate. So when he comes to the table and does a live presentation, you really should be all ears. Because once again, that wealth mindset, he has a different way of thinking, right? Because he's had that experience. So when he says, hey, we're acquiring commercial real estate in Dubai and we're going to get passive residual income, and he's loving that because he's already been a millionaire in real estate and he's all on it. Let me not talk about that because that was a past promotion, right? But once again, with this wealth mindset, right? We have opportunities at different periods to acquire assets. That time period is a window. You take action on that window and it creates more passive residual income for you, and you can snowball and just keep adding that more and more. Bring it out. I see you, Miss Nicole. It was great seeing you and the hubby also. Man. All right. So thank you guys for hanging out today, tonight, this afternoon. Yes, that's right. Timing and positioning. So once again, let me drive this home one more time. When I say insider, which is what Mr. Robert Kiyosaki says about the eyes, not just investor, it's insider. You have foreknowledge, you have information that you can take advantage of that can help you create more passive residual income, and you take advantage of that. It puts you in advantage. It helps you go in the direction of manifesting more and more of that passive residual income because of that wealth mindset. All right. All right, guys, I'm gonna quit because I literally could talk about this chart forever. I did a slightly different approach to get into that chart, right? You guys know if you were here on Monday and Tuesday, like, wait a minute, Daniel used the same chart twice, three times. Hey, listen, this wealth mindset, you can look at it a whole lot of different ways, right? And you can approach that cash flow quadrant so many different ways. There's two two ways to create income, guys, is exchanging time for money, right? Or tapping into leverage. And you have an opportunity now to make a wealth shift and a mindset shift to tapping into leverage, which is a wealth building principle. All right. And sorry for my eyes. I just realized I'm not looking directly in the camera, right? Because I got a few different things going on and devices going on. So once again, I encourage everybody on Sound of My Voice, get this book, How Rich People Think, from Stephen Siebold. He also has an amazing book. I think it's 177 tips for having a tough mindset or something of that sort. I keep forgetting. I need to reread that book too. But anyway, all right. Thank you guys for your time. Listen, get back with the person sharing this information with you. Another amazing thing that we're going to put you in position to do is you can shift over from being an employee and self-employed, slide over to owning your own business and start tapping into passive residual income as an investor, right? For $33 a month. 33, I didn't freeze, $33 per month can position you for passive residual income and move you from that left side of the cash flow quadrant to the right side where you can start tapping into leverage. Get back with the person sharing this content with you, right? Get back with them immediately and start expanding your wealth mindset. All right. Thank you, everybody, for your time. Thank you for jumping in, all of my amazing wealth builders, leaders from all over the place. I love hearing from you guys. I love chatting with you guys. You guys make me chat even more because I get excited and I just have a good time chatting with you guys and reconnecting with everybody, right? All right, London, September. Woo! All right. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody. Get back with the person sharing this with you. If that person is me, go straight to y1income.com. If you've been watching me on social media, on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, let's connect. All right. My contact information is on my website, y1income.com. You can complete that free registration and knock out your 33 USDT membership to position you to create more passive residual income and, most importantly, expand that wealth mindset. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night, day, afternoon. Just depends on where you're at in this awesome, awesome, awesome world that we live in.